guys, today we're going to be talking about being too busy to spend time with God. Is this something that you guys have felt? Do you want to share about your experience?
I think that's actually normal. Like, I think everyone actually has an experience. I think you guys will agree with me.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Sometimes I feel like my entire days are scheduled out. Like, it's from one thing to the other. I have deadlines to meet, I have work that I have to do and all of that. And I'm like, where does God fit in all of this? So it's definitely a struggle that I can definitely relate to.
Yeah, I think even our culture kind of praises being busy. Like, it kind of seems like a badge of honor. Like, oh my God, I'm so busy, I don't have enough time.
You're right.
What do you guys think about that?
I always feel busy. When I was in school, I felt too busy. When I finished school, I was done with school. Guess what? Still busy. When I was unemployed, I was busy. I was too busy. When I was employed, busy. Life is always busy. I think it's important to just figure out how to prioritize and how to make it work. Yes.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when I was in school, then I was like, no, when I'm done with school, I'll do this. I would set time for this. Exactly. When I started working, I was like, no, it's because I'm working at this job. I need a remote job, you know.
Oh,
but like, it never changes. There's always something that comes up.
Yeah. So if you're feeling like you're too busy to spend time with God, you're not alone in this feeling. As you've heard from all of us here, this is something that almost everybody feels at some point in your life. So when you're feeling this way, how do you build a routine that lets you spend time with God consistently?
I would like to say that I think the first thing is you agreeing and owning up to the fact that you're too busy. That's the first step. The truth is, if you're too busy to spend time with God, you're probably too busy. So just agreeing and admitting that fact, that's the first thing. The second thing I would say that really helped me is just scheduling. Because you have so many things to do, you need to start off by scheduling some time. Say, before you go to bed, say in the morning when I wake up, I want to do X, Y, Z. I want to study X, Y, Z. Like, when you say that, when you wake up the next morning and all those things come, because you've said you have to do this, you would do it.
Yeah, true. Definitely. And I just feel like it might look like life is too busy and things are happening so fast and maybe we don't have time for God. The solution I can actually tell anyone right now is that you should put God in your day. I mean, and again, another thing I realized is that we actually judge ourselves a lot. You feel like, I've not done 2 hours, 10 hours, or whatever hours we've done. So you're like, maybe I'm not good enough, you know. And the fact is, you don't have to sit down and actually do that quiet time every single day. You can actually, it's supposed to be a walk with God. It's not supposed to be, I mean, it's a relationship. Absolutely. It's not like when I'm done doing my prayer time, we're not talking again till tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be like a consistent thing. Like, you're working, you're walking, you're reading, writing, cooking, eating. I mean, thank you for speaking in tongues. You know, you can just you can be speaking in tongues while you're doing other things, driving and all. And then when it comes to time, just fix the time to study the Bible, because I mean, that's where you get your energy and everything, going to know more about God. But I feel like once you just put it in, try to like make it look like it's God, you're my life, so let me just make it like that. You know?
So would it be accurate to say you're not like trying to put God into your life, like your life is revolving around God?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Okay. So I guess the last question would be, so when you've made this routine, how do you avoid distractions? And even before we answer that, what are some of the distractions that young people face when you're trying to like go with this routine?
Social media.
You know?
I was going to say the same thing.
I'm telling you, like,
I was going to say the same
it's
thing.
so bad that sometimes, I remember we were talking about social media like breaks at some point, like, social media takes so much of your time.
It does.
And it's not even just the messaging platforms. It's even like
emails.
I'm telling you,
every other thing.
like your phone alone is sometimes an entire distraction.
It does. You wake up in the morning and you want to just check your Instagram, see what's happening, see what did I miss in the last 8 hours.
In the sitting room and I sleep and I'm like, no, I would not touch that phone.
Yeah, right.
I won't touch that phone. I must speak to God this morning before I touch my phone, because you just remember that I have one email I'm expecting or something, and then you just get distracted.
That's true. And I find that there's a web. You know, you just check one time. Then you see something, and then you see something, and then you remember, oh, I'm late. I'm late already.
And then you rush your time with God. Yeah, it happens.
Exactly.
Now what I do is I don't use my Bible on my phone anymore. So I try to use my hard copy Bible, because I know if I use my phone, my phone, I would just swipe down, and then that's when I'll see Instagram, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Another thing that is also a distraction is ourselves, actually. You know, sometimes we have this on, I don't know, big expectation that, oh, you must actually wake up in the morning, kneel by your bedside, close your hands together and start praying, like, oh, at the Lord's Prayer and all of that. And when you cannot do that because it's almost unrealistic because of how busy your day is, you like condemn yourself and like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I didn't do it well today. You know, sometimes we make spending time with God so big that it's almost not functional.
You feel like it's a project, like it's supposed to be the right way. And you can do it anyway.
It bothered me so much, and I was always thinking about it. And what I realized is that it's like going to the gym and then trying to bench press like 450 kg, right? You have to start small. Start small and do it consistently and do it throughout the day. And then eventually, I find that eventually if you do that consistently, eventually you build your muscles up to a point where you can now, you will now really want to wake up in the morning and spend X number of hours praying. But as young people, we need to start small and just stick with it and do it consistently.
It's majorly growth.
As little as 5 minutes a day, as little as, oh, Father Lord, thank you for today. Oh, just guide me today. You've spent some time with God.
For me, if I said Jesus, I love you, I feel like I'm good.
Absolutely.
This has been a really great conversation, you guys. So once again, if you're feeling like you're too busy to spend time with God, you're not alone. But one thing is you must be intentional about spending time with God. So if that looks like looking at your schedule beforehand and finding a time slot that works for you, or like even just saying, Jesus, I love you throughout the day, not making it like a checklist option, like, okay, I have to sit down by my bed and like pray, like make Jesus your life. So when you're eating, you're praying, when you're dancing, you're praying, when you're reading, you're praying in your mind. And for distractions, like we've all echoed social media. Be intentional about not going on your phone right when you wake up. Put your phone in another room. I know at NewSpring, I think Uti talked about deleting Instagram from her phone the night before and then reinstalling it in the morning. So these are some like practical things you can do if you're feeling like you're getting too distracted. So I hope with all these tips, you're feeling encouraged that you can continue to spend time with God even in your busy schedule. Thank you guys so much for having this conversation with me.
You're welcome.